Now to keep my promise. Last week, I explained that after doing Buddy Check for 34 years, I've been diagnosed with breast cancer myself. I'm having surgery this week. Am I a little shaky inside, to be honest? Yeah, but I promise to show you what I'm learning. So tonight, why I am glad I saw my cancer under the microscope. But let me start with the hardest thing I've done so far. I know a lot of you can relate to this because you're talking about it on my Facebook page. That is telling people you love that you have cancer. And for me, it's my mom. Since I was little, my mom's always been there for me. And for all these years, my mom's been my buddy. And so, well, here's how I told her. You've always been the fire under my feet. And I am grateful for that, Lord. I am grateful for that. I mean, you and I reminded each other to do self-exams, and we've reminded each other to get our mammograms. We've stuck with it.
That's right.
Yeah, and so I have some really good news for you.
All right.
I have been diagnosed with breast cancer, and I caught it early, Mama. It's teeny, tiny, and the doctors tell me I couldn't have caught it any earlier, and I'm going to be fine. So I know this is a lot to take in.
That is...
But listen, if you think about it, Buddy Check has now saved my life.
That's right. And, you know, oh, my.
I know, it's a lot to take in. I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be fine. That's what we've always told people. Mom's okay, and you know, this is what Buddy Check is all about, catching it early if you can, so your family isn't devastated. So next in my journey, I decided I wanted to see my cancer under a microscope, and for the first time in my life, I could see from a scientific view why Buddy Check is so important. I'm inside the lab at Baptist MD Anderson with their chief of pathology, Dr. Shadi Qasim. How many tissue samples from me did you all look at?
Radiology took 5 cores from you.
At my biopsy, they took 5 samples from inside my right breast to make super thin bits of tissue for slides for the microscope.
The good news is yours is not invasive yet, right?
So I did the right thing?
Absolutely, yeah. You did the right thing, and that's why we are hopefully going to be free of cancer. You'll be done with it.
My breast surgical oncologist is Dr. Layla Samian at Baptist MD Anderson. So could I have caught this any earlier?
I don't think so. I think this is as early as we can catch it. So this is your mammogram.
I've always had calcifications, the little white spots here, but this time it was different. You see, they're grouped together.
So this is definitely curable.
Why? Well, I have stage 0, non-invasive ductal carcinoma in situ. In situ meaning in place.
They are tumor cells, but they're trapped inside the milk ducts, so they can't spread outside of the milk duct and leave the breast.
That's a big deal because when breast cancer spreads, it can invade lymph nodes, bones, brain.
And that's when it becomes life-threatening.
Take a look. This is invasive breast cancer that's broken out of the milk ducts. The dark purple you see scattered all over the place. But here's mine. It's magnified 200 times. The circle things, that's looking inside the milk duct. It's like a tube that you're looking at.
Right.
Sliced that way.
There you go. Yes, it's a
well, that's very layman's, I know.
No, that's perfect.
And you see inside mine?
Yeah, some of these cells the ducts are full of tumor here. They're solid.
But look, this is the key. The tumors are still, you could say, caged inside the ducts.
If you notice, they have this nice smooth border to them, and that's what tells us it's in situ. It's not invading.
This is catching it early, but still, I feel a bit nervous. I'm actually looking at the cancer, but it's still in me, though. I can't wait to get this out.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I would want that, too.
But please hear me. Self-exams are important, yeah, but don't skip that mammogram. So there was no way on earth I could have felt this.
No, this is microscopic.
And that's exactly why we rallied our community to get the M-Line, the mammogram hotline.
And they started giving me booby bugs.
Mammograms for women who couldn't afford them.
And Mamie had a sister she loved. Deborah Jean. It's all right, don't cry now. But then you got to take care of yourself so you can stay alive here. Her sister died of breast cancer, so
Mamie's at higher risk. She should have started mammograms 10 years ago. Have you ever had a mammogram?
No, ma'am.
And now, years later, our new Buddy Bus with Baptist, we bring mammograms right to your parking lot. The message is powerful.
You know, a mammogram can catch an early cancer as tiny as grains of sand. That's super tiny.
And right by the Buddy Bus, Dr. Samian.
If you're caught very early, if it's diagnosed early, survival is more than 95 to 99%.
Oh, how about that? Look at this, cheerleaders. 99%. That was fantastic.
Is that me now?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll take that 99%. My tiny cancers biopsied right here on this slide. Dr. Qasim says they are actually smaller than grains of sand. So I am catching it early, but when I found out that I'll need a mastectomy, that kind of shook me. I'm like, well, gosh, then what's next? So I sat down with other women who've lost their breast to cancer, and they opened up about the choices. Do I stay flat, get implants, or do what? A very open discussion tomorrow at 6. Meanwhile, I want to say thank you for the thousands of you reaching out to me to encourage me and share your advice, and best of all, I feel your prayers, such power in prayer. Thank you so much.